everyone, Soul Gamer here for Zool Fandom, playing under Legit Lady Gamer. Thank you so much for joining me for my Dragon Age Origins walkthrough part 13. We are picking up our Ser Gilmore NPC mod playthrough at the True Love stage. In my past video I showed you the best friends and friends with benefit dialogue trees, as well as solidified the True Love path. Now that we're in love with Rory, he opens up further in regards to what he endured in Highever Castle when it was taken, and continues his tragic tale. But this video isn't all sad. Because of the relationship that's been fostered, he has a more positive outlook of the future. Rory's tone and demeanor is less stoic, and he actually starts to have fun, give gifts, and has some really funny banter, so I've included all of those in this video. Let's take a look.
My lady, I can't help but to think of what happened between us, the feelings we shared in the past. Just some years ago, I still remember everything clearly. That night you had escaped from a boring ball, by your account, and bumped into me. I was doing the night round. We hadn't had much contact anymore, aside from some training and tutoring here and there, but I had seen you from afar often. Ha! I used to feel so silly myself. I would walk down the corridors of the castle hoping to see you, and when I did, I'd feel my face burning, and I knew you were feeling exactly the same thing. But that night we found each other in the gardens and my heart started to race. My stomach was hurting. I was full of mixed emotions. By the Maker, to fall in love with the Tan's daughter, that was not right. No, you were the Tan's kin. I was a mere squire who guarded the castle at night. But when I saw you there and felt the physical pain, I had to blurt it out. I love you. We embraced and just stood there for maker knows how long. Today I find myself feeling something like that. My dear. What can I do for you, my dear? Yes? What can I do for you? Of course. Oh, you noticed it while I was taking my armor off. Is that so? You must imagine how I got it. It's not painful. Not anymore. Thank you. These are things I'd rather not relive. We both know how it happened, and I'll have to live with it forever. I just don't want to think about it anymore. Thank you. I know someday I'll be able to live with these memories, but not today. Yes? What can I do for you? Of course. I'll be here when you do, then. Yes? What can I do for you? Of course. I think I spent 3 days in that room they threw me in, maybe more. I don't know if the Arl's army was still there. Probably not. I think he might have just left a small contingency of men. After the first day, I didn't see the Jarl anymore. Only his men. They kicked me and punched me. My face was so swollen I couldn't open my eye. I could taste my own blood. They never asked me any question without hitting me first. They screamed, threatened, hit me again, lashed me. I don't think you need all the details. I didn't have a moment of peace. It became clear to me that unless I freed myself, I was never going to leave that room alive. And if they took me out of that room, my fate would have been sealed as well. One of the guards, I think he must have been proud of what they were doing. He brought his son, 16, 17 years old maybe. At some point they left him alone in the room with me while they went out. I begged him to let me go. I told him he could lie if he wanted. He could blame me, tell them I overpowered him, anything. Not immediately, no. But later that day, I heard a key unlocking the door. I gathered all the strength I had and went out. Nobody was there, but they had left some armor right next to the door. I could hear the soldiers nearby. I took what I could as I made my way to the castle's secret passage. I slipped in and laid there in the dark for Maker knows how long, until I felt well enough to get up and flee. I thought I was going to die. I really did. But after some days on the road, surviving as I could, and with the help of some people I came across, I arrived at Ostagar, which was already in ruins. Then I followed the lines of refugees to Lothering. Please, my friend, understand if I don't want to talk about this ever again.
My lady, I was wondering. I know you don't have a lot of time for idle chat, but how are you bearing with your pastime? I remember you were so good at it. Well, that you do, and wonderfully, I might add. But you are still running on limited supplies, are you not? We need a banquet sometime. I'm hungry. Me? I like good food. But you probably realize that by now if you ever saw me eating like a hungry jackal after a long fight. I'm also an avid reader. And I wonder why you look so surprised. Does sleeping count as a pastime? If so, add it too, for good measure. Ha, well, what do you say we practice number 1 right now? I'm getting hungry. Come here. Come closer. Close your eyes. Extend your hand. No. I thought you'd like it. I've been collecting them from fields in the occasional market or caravan we pass by. I hope you can put them to good use. Oh, thank you. Lovely. Yes? What can I do for you? I am? Where? Are you sure it's my blood? So? Wound or dirt? That would make sense. I never allow the enemy to get that close to me. I hope we can get to an inn soon, or a river, or get some water. Being dirty is never nice. Yes? What can I do for you? What's that supposed to mean? Yes? What can I do for you? Yes? All the time. It's hard for a child, well, 12-year-old boy, but still a child, to go to sleep every night on a bed that's not your own, in a castle that's not your own, never being treated with the same love that parents dedicate to their own children. It was hard for a while. I kept in contact with my father, who, by the way, was very proud of my accomplishments, but a letter is not the same as his tender look or caring words, is it? I guess I couldn't help but feel lonely sometimes, especially on my birthday, or if I was scolded for something. But you know, I had many more good times than bad times. I enjoyed those smuggled treats, friendly looks, kind words. You have no idea how much I appreciated, and still appreciate, what you did for me. Thank you. I am because I have much to be thankful for. I am who I am today because of my past. I just feel gratitude towards them all. I knew I was making my father proud. Let's continue now with what we were doing, shall we? Yes? What can I do for you? Yes? I'm not sure there's much to tell that you don't already know. You saw my father once, the day he left me at Highover. I'd very much like to. What worries me, however, is this blight we are fighting against. I can't help but to think how things are going at the Banorn, if my father is safe. We should. Yes? What can I do for you? You think so? Red hair and all? Interesting.
Wynne,
Yes, Alistair?
my shirt has a hole in it.
I see. And?
Can you mend it when we get back to camp?
Can't you mend your own clothes? Why do I have to do it?
Sometimes I pick up too much fabric and it ends up all puckered and the entire garment hangs wrong afterward. And you're, grandmotherly. Grandmothers do that sort of thing, don't they? Darning socks and whatnot. You don't want me to have to fight Darkspawn in a shirt with a hole, do you? It might get bigger. I might catch cold.
Oh, all right. I'll mend your shirt the next time we set up camp.
Oh, and while you're at it, the elbows kind of need patching too.
Careful, young man. Well, puckered garments may be the least of your problems.
Where do you think they get all this stuff? You think they, have any miniature golem dolls?
Jade, carved and polished into the shape of a large... Oh, I see. Well, that's just rude.
Happy birthday! Ha! Of course. I agree on that. But for now, I wanted to give you something. Actually, I think it's cologne. Stink. Well, that's a bit harsh. Let's say that in our current living conditions, the state of the roads, the dry weather and heat, not to mention your physical activity, I thought that you'd appreciate it. Undoubtedly. Preceded by a 2-hour bath, probably. Come, let's scare some more Darkspawn. Oh no, 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 no. How many times do I have to tell you, do not use my blanket? I'm aware I smell bad as it is. I do not need extra Mabari smell. I don't find it funny. Make a sake, are those fleas? Oh, Andraste's grace. We have a problem. No, not you. We, the dog and I. Do you see these?
These used to be a pair of leather leggings that used to be very conveniently worn underneath the metal mesh and what have you to form an armor. To protect my legs, among other parts. I will admit this is amusing, except for the fact that without these, my legs will fry if the weather's hot and freeze if it is cold. You understand my concern. I would say, yes, please, and then beg for more. But could you please take a look at the drool? I don't want my legs and your hands to be covered in dog drool. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know about this so you can at least tell the dog to go bother someone else, and that I'll be throwing these away and taking some spares. I doubt they'd fit, but thank you. I may just take Alistair's. This place is strange. In a very terrible kind of way, I might add. What can I do for you, my dear? You know, I can't say I'm sure. It was a horrible nightmare, but it took me completely by surprise. I wouldn't have thought that leaving my father at such a young age would have affected me so much, so many years later. Yes, I did. I'm sure I've told you that being far from my family was hard at times. I think the Fade just concentrated all those feelings. It overwhelmed me and I lost it. Everything. I felt completely empty inside. I was the only man left on the land. Forsaken. Maybe even hated. It felt so real. So many things cross my mind right now. A kiss in your embrace will make me feel so much better. What can I do for you, my dear? Of course. How to forget? I was extremely surprised to see you when you entered the barracks. I would have never thought your father would allow you to come. You know, now that we both knew our places in society, and you stopped being my friend and became my Lady Cousland. But there you were, and you started to drink like a true soldier. Soon everybody there loosened up. The shyness and restraint of having the lady of the castle there was gone. And it worked like a charm. I was so surprised. Did you notice all the soldiers in the barracks were smitten by you? You looked quite stunning. I thought, well, you took my breath away. But I think what won them over was your drunken singing, the red nose, and the wicked laughter. Ha, yes, by then we knew the party was over for you. I carried you in my arms and snuck you into your bedroom. You were sleeping like a baby, and I doubt you even realized how you got there when you awoke the next morning. I bet it was. You hardly sat down all night. We should do it again sometime, for old time's sake.
Hey guys, ZulGamer here, and thank you so much for watching this video. In my next video, I will show you Rory's reaction to the Urn of Sacred Ashes, as well as his Fade nightmare. Yes, the creator of this mod was so meticulous that they gave Rory his own nightmare. If you missed the previous video, you can click here to check that out. You can click here to experience Rory's story from the beginning, Or you could click here to subscribe and make sure you check out the next video. Thanks guys, have a good one.